Hello and welcome to Kiddick Farms. Hopefully, y'all can hear me tonight. I see we've already got a ton of people in chat, and I do have to apologize. I think I'm going to be lagging behind chat by maybe 4 to 5 seconds tonight. So if it takes me a minute to respond, remember that there's probably a full 10-second loop where I see your message, and then it takes another 4 to 5 seconds for it to get back to you guys. I'm streaming in 1440, which was something I think I was playing around with right before I left for a month. And so I have no idea where all the settings are in OBS right now. And we'll figure it out as we go. So I'm just excited to be back. I think this is my first stream in like a month now. I don't even remember. I was gone for a huge chunk of the summer. So we're going to be taking a look at the American Falls map tonight. Now, I know there's a lot of discussions, I'll say it nicely, going on in the community around everything going on with that. And I just want to remind everybody to... let's be respectful tonight. I did manage to download this before it was removed from the mod hub. I don't usually play on things that aren't on the mod hub, or there is no plan for them to be re-released. I hope that this map is going to get re-released at some point. I know right now it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So I'll just remind everybody to let's keep the conversations respectful tonight. Lancyboi been a friend of the channel for a long time, and I'm looking forward to taking a look at this map. I've been out of the loop for quite some time now, so we've got it downloaded. It's what I've got all set up to play tonight, and we're going to check it out. I think for me, and I just want to take a moment and say hi to all the people here in chat. I'm shocked to see so many people so early in the stream here. Mr. Junt, how you doing? Meatball, always good to see you, man. Glad to have you back active a bit here on Discord today. It's been great chatting with you. Farmer Trio, how you doing? Sam, Kohler, how's it going? Man, we've got a bunch of people scrolling by. I've got a little tiny chat window here, so we'll get back to saying hi to everybody as you pop in. Farmer Tech, always good to see the channel members. Living on a player from the mod team, good to see you. So for those that aren't familiar with this map, the whole starting premise is I'm on new farmer mode. And all you get on new farmer mode is $100,000 in this old truck, which I think is actually awesome. I love when maps kind of do something a little bit different. And all I've done besides get onto the map here to take a screenshot is I realized, well, if we're only going to start with 100K and no land or anything, we're going to have to do some, what do you call it? We're going to have to do some contracts, and I pushed the wrong button. So I came in here to the contract menu and realized that there's about 1 million fertilizing contracts. And so I figured, let's start with that. It's usually good money and it goes quick. And I jumped in over here and we decided to lease this tractor and sprayer. So that's all we've done is we've leased it. I do have the lease to own mod on here, so if we make a bunch of money, maybe I'll buy some equipment. We'll see. The original intent here was to maybe just start out doing nothing but contracts and kind of see where this goes. I don't know if we're gonna do like a whole live stream let's play on this map, or just do this as a one-off tonight. We'll kind of see how things go. But first things first, because I haven't even had a chance to tool around on the map yet, is let me see if I can find a bulk fill point for whatchamacallit, the fertilizers. Propane, Better Earth Products. Is that where I'm gonna find? Let me just jump over here real quick. I don't want to run all the way over here. I think these are bulk fill. That's like fertilizers and stuff. Old man Jeb, good to see you, sir. Hey, it's Legendary. How you doing, man? How you doing? Waylon, good to see you. So I'm looking around here to just see if I can find a fill point. If anybody does know if there's a bulk fill, you know what? It might just be easier to go to the store. We're not that far. Where is the store? I think the store was... Now I can't seem to find the store. Do I have all my icons turned on? Hang on. Sometimes I turn icons off because I like to cause problems. Oh, the store's right down here. Okay. Oh, I teleported away. I'm like, I didn't drive that far away from the store. We'll just go to the store. We'll buy some fertilizer and do this the old-fashioned way to start with. All these are fertilizing contracts, right? Yeah. We'll do that. Fertilizer, pallets, liquid fertilizer. I'll get a couple of these. This is going to be the quickest way to success, I think. All right, now that we're getting set up. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I don't have a camera up. That's a great point. Thank you so much, Andrew. I'm getting blasted by these lights for no reason. There we go. Now there's a camera. Good deal, good deal. First stream back after a summer of inactivity. It's well, we're knocking off the rust tonight, folks, so bear with me a little bit. Andrew, this map got pulled down off of the Mod Hub. It was released for PC, and it was going to be released for console later. Right now, it's been completely pulled down with no... I don't think... Let me say it this way. Lancyboi has stated that he has no intention to release it. We'll see what time holds. I don't know. But I've always had a lot of... what's the word I'm looking for? Lanceyboi's always been a great friend of the channel, and so I really wanted to check out the map. He spent a lot of hard work on this map, a lot of time on it, and for me, I just wanted to kind of check out and see what it was all about. And that was, I set this all up before I realized that it was getting pulled down this morning, and so we're gonna just kind of step away from all of that and see where it goes. I have been distracted and talking here, folks. We're going to get over back here to the store real quick, get some fertilizer in the tank, and pick up a couple of contracts real quick before I get distracted yet again. Lieutenant Dan, good to see you, sir. You used a sprayer with precision spraying, work like a charm. Yeah, that's what I need is, I can't see through these trees. Oh, the first crash counter of the night. My goodness. You want to see that nice squad built shirt? Exactly. So for those that don't know, if you're not following all my posts and stuff, I've been working with the squad built team for, geez, coming just short of 2 years now. And we're getting close. We're officially beta testing now. And earlier this week, I posted on Facebook and my Discord channel, we added a bunch more beta testers to the squad built team for American farming. So we've got a good number of people testing that now. We're going to hopefully keep moving on that, add a few more, I think, before the end. I'm not sure. But we've got all the testers we need at the moment from this last batch. And so we're going to be taking a look here at doing a lot of different device testing is kind of the stage that we're in right now. But before I get to rambling too much, we need to pick up some contracts. So I'm going to pick up 2 contracts. I think I can do 2 or 3 at a time here. I'm going to pick up these 2 big ones. What's this say? Yeah, I can have 3 active contracts at the moment. So I'm going to pick up the 3 biggest contracts that we've got. And we're going to start with field 49. And I'll start driving out to 49. Where's 49? There's 48. Oh, it's way up there. So I've got 49. What else did I pick up? 1. And I had 1 more. 17. Okay, maybe we'll do that actually in the reverse order. We'll turn around here and see if I can get back to field 17 real quick. See if I can be a more responsible driver. I've been away from Farm Sim for so long that, you know, maybe it's reset my tendencies to drive like a madman all the time. Oh no. Maybe not. There we go. I feel like my field of view is really wide right now. Let's drop that in just a little bit. That's better. All right. Dylan, great to see you back. Love the videos. Can't wait for more. Appreciate it, sir. Prods, how you doing? Meatball just dropped by to say hi. 3 a.m. there. Have a good one, sir. It's always good to see you. Clayton, good to see you, man. Yeah, Darren, I've been gone for a full month just about, to be honest. It's been crazy. I spent 2 weeks in Alaska. We had a week where I did my oldest son's graduation party from high school, and then we spent just around a week in London. So it's been crazy. K-State, how you doing? Is this my road? Oops, wrong button. Hey, I know, buddy, I'm in your way. This is my road. Boop, boop, boop. Didn't hit him. We're good. Yeah, Bladen, I saw that Lancyboi has actually turned his Facebook page off now as well, which is really unfortunate. Prods, you feel like you've been watching me for ages. Love the channel. Appreciate it, sir. I feel like I've been doing this for ages. It's been just over 5 years now, so it's been crazy. I didn't think I'd still be doing this, to be honest. I was. It's funny. I just had a call with somebody today. We were talking about where our careers have taken us over the years, and you know, it's interesting to try and talk about, you know, that I used to be a chief technology officer for a software company, and now I make and play video games for a living. It's crazy. I missed my driveway there for the field because I'm talking. I can't talk and drive tonight, folks. I've got the attention span of a squirrel. Just like running around, or maybe a dog watching a squirrel. However, I have not increased. Well, I guess we did have a crash counter already, didn't we? Well, I was gonna say I haven't increased the crash counter yet, at least. Oh man, these are sunflowers? Well, unfortunately, we're about to be very unrealistic, because I don't think I could realistically drive through this. My thing isn't unfolding, and I realize I've got manual attach on. Oh my goodness, it's a new save. Hang on, folks. New save buttons need to be pushed. That's all good. That's all good. Crop destruction on. Field stones go away. I don't mind plowing. Weeds are fine. Dirt, normal. This needs to go away. Fuel usage can be normal. No buy, no buy, no buy. Alright. We'll call that good for now. There we go. Brian, how you doing? Good to see ya. VW Toy Farmer, good to see you, man. Your grandparents just spent a week in the Canadian Rockies. Yeah, so when we went to Alaska, we actually went through Vancouver and stayed there for a day on the way, which was a lot of fun. I'd never been to Vancouver before. And then when we went to the UK, we flew out of Toronto, and we stayed there for a day because my wife's got some friends that live in Toronto. So I've spent a fair amount of time in Canada recently on my way to other places. Whoops, whoops. Man, I feel bad for these sunflowers. It's a good thing this isn't my field. That's the only downside with grabbing random equipment and doing contracts, I feel like, is that I never know what I'm going to find, and I hate doing things unrealistically. I should have stopped and looked at what was in the field to see if it was something my sprayer could do first. We'll pay more attention next time. I'm just kind of looking forward to doing this whole contract thing. I saw the Farm Sim guy is doing a contractor-based series. I really like that idea. I've been watching that. If you guys don't watch the Farm Sim guy, you should definitely check out his new series called The Contractor. I think he's got like 3 episodes out now, and it's really cool. I like what he's doing there. He's playing on Court Farms and running like a contractor company, and I don't know. I really like it. It's a cool idea. It's something that we've kind of thrown around some similar ideas in the past on the channel. I know Mr. Junt and I have talked about some things kind of like that a few times. And so I thought FSG is doing a great job on it. I really like that series, and it's something that not a lot of people are doing right now. So kudos to him for always coming up with some really entertaining content. We might have to do some more contract-based farming at some point. Be wary of those Canadians, they'll get you. Yeah, exactly. Sam, hopefully you don't get confused driving in the UK. So I was very tempted to rent a car because we were in the UK to go to my sister-in-law's wedding. And the wedding was in a more rural area, like outside of London. But we were there for a few days. We were there for a week last year. And man, it's crazy. Like, not only just driving on the left side of the road is very different and something that I'd have a hard time getting used to, but there's a lot of different unique traffic laws over there that it took me almost the whole week of kind of paying attention when we were in Ubers and taxis and asking questions before I really got a handle for some of the traffic laws over there. And I just would not feel comfortable driving there for quite some time. Epic, I did see that Tired Iron has some new things coming out. Yeah, K-State, I had, oh man, what's his name? Mr. Farquhar, one of the admins over on Lancyboi's Discord server reached out with a list of the issues with the map that were already known and in various stages of being queued up to be fixed. So that at least I had a heads up on things to watch out for. It seemed like a pretty small list and not like major things that were going to be hard to fix, which was encouraging. Oh, the fertilizer is just being wasted here because this is not a precision farming capable sprayer. Now I'm at 81% of this field sprayed. But yeah, K-State, I've got that list. Appreciate it. So I've been out of the farm sim circle for quite some time now with all my travels this summer. And even outside of that, when I am around, even though I was making a lot of UMRV videos, I haven't been paying attention to map and mod releases. I'm kind of curious, outside of this map, obviously, if there's any other like big releases that have come out that I've missed while I've been gone. I'm always looking for the new maps and stuff to come out. But so far, I have to say, from the few minutes we've been on this map, I'm really liking the scenery. It's really cool having kind of the mountain in the background there. And for the number of trees that are on the map, I haven't had any frame rate issues either, which is always cool. Court Farms is good. Yeah, I'm going to have to maybe break down on my like North American only farming styles here at some point. Or maybe I'll just have America invade these countries and I'll bring all my American equipment over to some of these UK-based maps because there's some really cool maps like Court Farms out there that I'd love to give a shot at some point. All right, we have finished this field. Let me see if I can... Woohoo! That was close. Thank goodness for breakaway arms. Brand new Mac Semi by BC Bueller. Yeah, I saw BC Bueller's been working on some updates and doing some stuff. I think he was going to support all the 82 Studio hookups on his new trucks and stuff. That looks pretty cool. Actually, before we run out here on the road, let me back up for just a second. Oh, I turned traffic off, at least. That's good. Let's go ahead and turn that contract in while I'm thinking about it. This one. collect. There we go. And I'll grab this one before it disappears. We're going to do, I think, a handful of these spraying contracts that are up, and then maybe we'll see if we can afford to lease a reasonable-sized combine of some kind. There's a bunch of harvesting contracts out. Lancy asked if we had stress tested on a server. Oh, yeah. That was... we've definitely got the server to do that with. Mapper's Paradise is planning on reaching the Millennial Farmer map, or redoing the Millennial Farmer map for FS22. I have heard that that's on the works in the back burner. I think he might have mentioned that like 3-4 months ago now, but maybe that was, he mentioned it to me. I can't remember. Paul Wright, how you doing? Always good to see you. You know, and I saw Old Man Jeb post earlier. I don't know if I shouted out, but 2 years. When did that happen, dude? That's awesome. All right, field 1. I got to keep my eye out here. It's somewhere up in the corner. Core Farms is good for medium to small equipment. Yeah, so I've been doing more like kind of in that medium range for a while. I think UMRV is about to kick it up into large equipment, and I'd love to get another like small equipment series going somewhere, but it'd have to be like super small, because I have no patience for small equipment. But, you know, like a field that size, I could handle with small equipment. I don't want realistically, I could do a field like this with a small piece of equipment, but I don't want that level of realism. I don't have the patience to go back and forth for 4 hours in a field like I would in real life. Lieutenant Dan hoping Dennis comes out with his autumn oaks. I did see somebody was working on autumn oaks. It would be awesome to see that come out. No access to this land. I do. Okay, there it's going. Like, I do have access. Making sure I've got enough spray for this. More sunflowers. We're just wrecking the world today. Campbell, keep up the good work on the streams. Appreciate it. Have no idea how I did the forage harvest on that massive field in the UMRV. Lots of course play and auto drive. Farmer Tech, 26 months. My goodness. I didn't expect that either. It shocks me not only that I've been doing it for this long, but that anybody would stick around and watch the channel for that long. My wife has finally accepted that I do YouTube on a regular basis, and instead we no longer avoid it at conversations when we're like in social things. You know, we used to just like, let's just not mention the YouTube thing. It's kind of cringy. You know, I don't really know how to explain it. You know, always had kind of this separation between you know, my personal life and, you know, the whole YouTube side of my personality. But now she like tells everybody like, oh yeah, he does YouTube like all the time. I don't watch it because, you know, he plays a farming game and I don't understand why anybody would watch that. I'm like, there's people, it's interesting. So it's always been, it's fun, but it's finally something that we do actually talk about in public now. So I guess I'm no longer embarrassed by my own performances. I've gotten comfortable enough with it, so to speak. I'm almost keeping this thing in the rows, which is awesome. It's coming more socially acceptable. Yeah, it is. It is for sure. And it's funny is the more people I talk to about it, they're just fascinated by, you know, the whole doing YouTube thing. So I end up more times than not, I've got a number of people actually, after we've talked about it, that I've done kind of like consulting calls with them. Oh my goodness, Ag Biochemist. Appreciate the $5 donation there. 2 weeks ago, successfully defended my PhD dissertation in biochemistry at K-State. Been having fun watching while writing. Well, awesome, sir. Congratulations. That's no small feat for sure. That's your retirement plan when you're done working, do YouTube videos. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not a bad idea. Keep it in the road, says copyrighted by Millennial Farmer. There you go. Yeah, it's funny is spray. I drove a 4240 with a sprayer. It was a 3-point mounted sprayer, but then I pulled a chemical tank behind me. So a similar setup to this, not exactly. But that was one of my first jobs on the farm when I was working on the farm. And man, it took me a while before I got used to keeping it between the rows. I was definitely not the best driver. Luckily, when we were spraying, the crops were in kind of a smaller state, and you did a little bit less damage when you hopped the rows. The guy I was working for was a ridge till, so it was actually quite difficult to hop the rows, but I still managed to do it. I'm going to adjust my gearing here just a little bit. Nope, too much. There we go. I realized I have GPS in this thing, so we can try and actually drive straight on the rows. Jake, you want to work on a real farm? There you go. Clock, that explains everything. Oh, man. Prods, you want to do FS22 videos so bad you started on a map and had about 3 hours worth of planning footage and was playing on a series, but then your map got corrupted. Yeah, I've had that happen quite a few times. It's also like UMRV right now. Love the map. I'm playing on the original release version, and there's been like 2 versions since then, but I don't upgrade because it's so much work to move between map versions, especially when you've done things like cut down a bunch of trees and then tilled up that ground to turn it into new fields. So I will likely not upgrade my map on that playthrough. I've been talking about it in like the last 10 videos that I was going to do it, and I went to do it this weekend and it was just so much work. I'm like, yeah, it's not worth it. I'll just play on the older broken version. Jeb, you got the setup not that close to retirement, but have a good mic, webcam and stuff. Yeah, it's funny is people think it takes so much like high-end equipment to do YouTube, and I mean, yeah, I've put a picture of my setup in chat, and I've got a pretty nice setup, but that's because for me it was more of a hobby and something that I wanted to spend money on and get into. You don't need anything really other than a halfway decent mic, you know, and that is only like, you know, $150 tops. You can get a stellar mic for YouTube and not have to worry about anything else. So that's the first thing I always tell people when they talk about wanting to get into YouTube is just do it. Just start making videos. You don't need super cool equipment. Yeah, Ag Biochemist, exactly. Like, I think Mr. Beast was doing all of his videos on an iPhone for the longest time. You don't need to do a whole lot. Darren Boyle, are you planning on continuing Edgewater? Possibly. I need to go take a look at that save and remember where things are at. I'll be honest right now, I'm probably only going to post like 3 videos a week is what I'm targeting right now for the next couple of weeks, because we were talking about American farming earlier. We're getting really close to launch. We've got a bunch of people doing testing for us right now, and I am just swamped in trying to fix bugs, do performance testing. I'm, you know, going through and doing the whole economy model in the game, making sure that, you know, you can actually be profitable, make money on the farm. Kind of an important part of a farming game is to be able to make money, I feel like. So doing a lot of that kind of stuff right now, and it's just taking a lot of time. I'm, you know, spending, you know, a full amount of my work week on that, and then what little time I have left gets split between family and YouTube. So once summer ends and the kids are back in school, it'll be a little easier. And that's coming quick. My oldest moves into his dorms at University of Michigan at the end of August. I think like August 23rd or something. So it's like right around the corner that we're going to have less kids in the house. And that's scary in its own right. This field was a little bit bigger than I thought, and we've got a big sprayer. Feels like you need to be losing to menu to be realistically farming nowadays. Oh, yeah. Well, it's funny is the first iteration of the game, I based everything off of real-world prices from something like, I forget, 2016 or 18 or something. And you made money, but it was going to take like 10 years to buy your first field or upgrade something on the farm. And everybody's like, okay, Ketter, you're being a little too hard on them. Let's make it a little bit easier. We like having some realism. We like things that look, and feel real, but nobody wants to play your game for 10 years before they they get their first upgrade. So we're working on balancing that stuff out now. American farming definitely won't be free with all the work. No, it's not going to be free, but we have committed on social media now multiple times. I always have to be careful. I am under an NDA, so I can't talk about everything that's going on the project yet. But we have said out on social media that the game is going to cost less than $10. So that's public knowledge. We'll see where it ends up. There's a whole bunch of stuff that goes into that. The level of realism should be an option for any game. Yeah, that's one thing that especially on the mobile side of things, it gets interesting to balance some of those things. On a PC game, especially, like something like Farm Sim where you've spent, $50, $60, $70, whatever it's getting up to these days on a brand new game. It makes total sense to just have a economy thing, right? Easy, medium, hard, and then you can just cheat money in and do whatever you want with, for sure. Clock, are there going to be in-game purchases? There are. We've talked about a couple of those already. The two that I know are public knowledge is we're going to have cosmetic items, so you can buy outfits for your character, because we actually do have a guy that runs around in the game and stuff. There'll be clothing options that are free, but there will be some that are like premium clothing options. And the other is that we have some plans for additional like DLC content that we'll add after launch to the game, but I don't know which ones of those we've actually mentioned now on social media, if any. So I know we have mentioned that there will be DLC in the future, but as to what those are, my lips are sealed. Slow day in the first FS Live in a long while. Hope vacation went well. It did. It was awesome. It was so good to get away. It was the very first cruise my family's ever taken. We did a big 2-week vacation to Alaska because we wanted to do something big with the family before the oldest went to college. So that was our big family summer vacation this year. And my contract is finished, so I'm going to be a jerk and not finish fertilizing this field. We've got to save our product here, folks. So while we drive back here, let's see. This one, collect. Now, fields 43 and 49. Let's look at a map if we can. 49 is over here. 43, I was hoping was on the way. Where's 46, 40, 41, 44? Usually I can see like the little blinking flashing symbol here somewhere. Oh man. All right, let's just go through each quadrant. Oh, there it is right here. Okay. I gotcha. All right, so all the way down to my right and then turn left. We'll get there. It's Perma's Modding. How you doing? Flashers activate. Is this guy like fishing in the creek, or did he break down, or what? It's an awkward place to park a car, buddy. Good way to get a ticket, parking right on a bridge. I'm losing track of all of the chat. I do apologize, folks. How did you like the cruise? I had mixed feelings. Our oldest didn't like it at all. The youngest thought it was amazing because he got to go swimming and rock climbing and play mini golf and all kinds of weird things. I didn't like. Who would have thought they'd have a mini golf course on the top of a cruise ship? My wife loved it. She loves to travel, and she loved that she could get to go to a bunch of different cities down the coast of Alaska and see all these different sites every day, and then just get back on the ship and not have to pack up the suitcase and like move to a, new hotel every time we moved to a new town. So she thought it was amazing. I just don't like people. So yeah, there was always a lot of people around, although ours was not as crowded as I was expecting, so it was a good balance. The dining experience was mediocre, I'd say. Which one? Royal Caribbean, I think, is the cruise line we went to. Waylon, have a good one. Side Hustle Farming, nice name. How you doing? I am excited to be back to the live streaming. It's been a minute. All right, let's see if I can figure out where we're going. I'm really nervous here that we're going to miss our turn. Oh, there we go. I usually have the square map on. That's right. I think this bridge that's coming up is the train tracks, so I can't turn in there. I think I've got to go to the other side of the tracks, and there's going to be like a little gravel road or something here. Darren, no, the mask restrictions have been lifted on the cruise lines as well at this point, thankfully. I think we did have to provide proof of vaccination or something. I don't remember. My wife handled all of that. I just showed up and did stuff. JR Clock, I don't like people. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't like people in real life. That's why I get along so well in video games. Cyber Farmer, how you doing? You haven't caught a stream in a while because I haven't streamed in a while, but we are back and at it now. It's been, well, streaming, I think it's been even more than a month. Video-wise, it's been a month, but yeah, I've been missing in action for a while now, unfortunately. We're back now. All right, let's go. Uh-oh, I didn't catch the message, but Livin's cracking down on somebody. And then I see an or what response. The or what is that you'll be permanently banned from commenting in the channel. So I would suggest whatever somebody in blue has instructed, go with it. Yeah, maybe I'll just say... because I didn't catch the message, but I'll just give a reminder that because we are playing on a map that got pulled off of the mod hub earlier today, I'll say, Lancy's been a good friend of the channel for a while, and we will not be getting into a bunch of negativity here tonight. We're just here to take a look at this map and enjoy it and have fun, and we don't really have a good tolerance level for shenanigans here. So if you're not willing to be a positive member of the community and get along with folks, then you've been warned, and if one warning isn't enough for you, we'll just mute you from the channel. I welcome everyone to have their opinions. I just, I play Farm Sim to get away from all the hassles of real life and sit back and enjoy it, and we don't need any drama back here. Leave the drama for wherever you like to do that, but not here. Old Tractor Farm, how you doing, man? George, I don't think at this point Lancey's collecting any bugs, but the best place to talk about anything related to the map would be on his Discord server. And just remember to keep it civil over there as well, please. All right. This field is going even quicker. We are going to knock this contract out right quick. Oh, we're missing a little sliver. I guess I'm doing a contract. I don't need to be as particular as I usually am, but even though we're just playing a little bit of contract farming here, I do like to try and be somewhat realistic. I did not, however, set up a GPS track when I was doing this. Oops, oops. Turn the sprayer back on. These washways are quite an interesting feature. I'm trying to think about, like, if I was to continually farm a field like this, which direction I'd want to go. Oh, permas. I do the same. It's funny as half the time I'll be like 10 minutes into a stream and it's obvious that people are having a conversation and I just didn't see the message because I was in top chat, not live chat. I need to add a button to turn on. Oh, I'm going the wrong way too. I need to add a button to my Stream Deck to turn my implement on and off. Right now it's all my GPS controls. And I have to keep reaching over with my other hand to do it. Streamer problems, I know. Too many buttons. All right. Oh, we're just wrecking these crops. What is this, cotton? I don't know how durable cotton is, but I suspect not this durable. Old man Jeb, that's what I said about... Oh, there you go. I'm catching up on the conversation. Vernon, hey Ked, hopes all is well. Did you know that they might be bringing Volo semis to FS22? I thought I read that somewhere, which is really cool. I've never driven a Volvo semi, but I've seen a lot of them out on the roads and stuff, and they seem like they're pretty popular farm trucks as well in some areas. So that's cool. How did our ancestors get by their YouTube streams without the ban button? Oh, goodness. We already have Volvo semis. Yeah, but we don't have any... do we have American-style Volvo semis? I don't know if that's a thing. Fold it in. Fold it in. Oh, we've got breakaway arms. Nice. All right. What's wrong with this picture? I'm at 96% fertilized. Is it just because I turned tight on the corners, or 98%? All right, here, let's try and hit these corners tighter. Stop. I didn't hit that tree. It was close, but I didn't hit it. King Sim, Beautiful Farms released one today. Interesting. How's the eye tracking program going? I have the eye tracking turned off because I accidentally stepped on the wire and ripped the mount off of the bottom of my monitor today right before the stream. So I didn't have time to find new sticky pads to get it stuck back up to the bottom of my monitor. So it's just sitting over here. So it's right here. So we'll get that hooked back onto the monitor here at some point so we can use it. UMRV has issues with contracts not getting to 100% all the time. Does it? I have not had too many issues. This one is because I missed some huge chunks of the field and was just hoping it would be friendly. But, you know, apparently I can't miss 2 entire passes down the field and expect the contract to complete. There we go. All ready to go. Let me see here now. One of the things that I love about just jumping into a map and doing some contracts, I'm going to go ahead and pick up this last fertilizing one here. 49 was right next to us. One of the things that I like about doing contracts on a field, though, or on a map when you first get onto it, is it gives you an opportunity to kind of move around on the map and see some different places. And I'm kind of digging this more foresty type layout on this map. It's like there's a lot of farmland, but you feel like you're right up against a forest area. Oh, it's killing me to drive through this field like this. I'm going to have to fold this up. Oh, that's not a bridge. I thought that was a bridge where those logs are. That's like a dam of some kind. All right. Where is the... where is the bridge to get over there? I don't know. Let's see if I can go this way and find it. There's gotta be one, right? Oh man, the deer float. We had deer on the American farming game briefly. And we had problems like that I didn't feel like solving, so I took them out for the time being. We'll see if they come back at some point, but yeah, floating deer, not a unique to farm sim problem, apparently. I had a lot of problems on the programming side getting that working. There's Santa's deer, exactly. When you started on FS22 on Elm Creek, had $0, no equipment, no land. Yeah, that's a fun way to do it. I think I need to really do one of these. What do people call it? The survival mode series, where you start with 0 and you have to figure out how to build up doing contracts and stuff. The only reason I haven't done that in the past is that I didn't want to use base game equipment. But I think there's an option in this mod that I have that I can ignore base game equipment for contracts and always prefer modded equipment. And I've just been too lazy to set that up. Oh, this is even less realistic. I can't even see my tractor. Look at this corn, though. That is some corn. I should have just bought a Lancyboi sprayer, apparently, if I was going to do this. Please forgive the lack of realism. This corn is taller than my tractor. My goodness, this has got to be some great corn. I need a lift kit on this thing. Crop duster. There you go. Yeah, permas. Are we going to see the crop duster from FS19 make its way into FS22? That would be that would be cool. Livin doesn't have that option. Okay, well that's fine. I can take care of this. Where's my mouse? And hide user on this channel. Boom. That takes care of that. And if they do it on too many accounts, his IP will be permanently banned, so that'll be good. Permas is not 100% sure. I did have plans to, but haven't acted on them as of yet. Yeah, it takes time. Time is in short supply these days. I'll just have to figure out how to add a crop duster to American farming at some point. Get my my fill in there. Friend wants to know how long she has to be subscribed to the channel to be able to comment a live stream. It should happen pretty much immediately. Once you subscribe, it shouldn't take more than maybe 5 minutes by default. I don't remember. But once you subscribe, you should be able to comment. Noticed the corn looked taller on another stream the other day. Yeah, this corn is crazy tall, although I've seen some tall corn in real life. For sure. It's a minute by default, have the option for 5 minutes. Yeah, I'd have to look, and I can't actually change those settings in stream, I don't think, so we're just going to play hide and seek in the corn here right now and deal with the trolls as needed. Love the corn texture. It does look good. I will give you that. Like, it looks like some pretty slick corn. Oh man, there's some really high deer. I should count all of... Oh, they disappeared. No. I was trying to see which deer they were. I don't even remember all the reindeer at this point. My son would be so sad. This new machine grain truck update is pretty awesome. Yeah, I need to check that out. Do I know anything about the 1250 liquid fertilizer applicator? I do not. Who released that? 35%. We better get the rest of our boom into the field here. Santa is checking on how I'm working right now. Yeah, Santa's very disappointed. Cole for Kettering, he's breaking the realism. I'm actually, well, I guess it's a contract field, so I can't destroy crops. You know what? I'm going to go this way. I think the field's going to be better to go this way. And I'm going to, where's my heading? There's my heading. We're gonna get, oops, nope. What's going on? Stop. Oh my goodness. Sorry folks, I tried to be snazzy and get GPS to do its thing, and I broke it. So let me just reset this up real quick. There we go. All right, it's going the right way. Whee! Nope. Nope. Okay, you got it. We did it! Woo! Oh, I hope I get to do this a couple more times because, oh, the user has been hidden on the channel already. There we go. Livin's got it. Never to return. The fun part is we do this a few times and his IP will get banned. YouTube is pretty good at that. Farmer Tech, 143 people watching the stream. Awesome. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream tonight. We're getting back into the swing of things. I'm all over the place. Very distracted. Rambling. Driving crooked, all kinds of fun stuff. But normally, if you're new to the channel, I like to play realistically. We're taking on some contracts, though, tonight, and I didn't realize how many of these contracts are in fields with fully grown crops, so a little bit unrealistic. That's all right. We'll get past it. We're going to do some harvesting after this, as soon as we get this contract knocked out, I think. Or these two. 28's going to go super quick. And we should have plenty of money to lease a harvester of some kind. We're bored, can't see the tractor. I know. Here, let's go in cab. It'll be a much better experience. Ah! We're just wrecking the corn. Oops, oops. Okay, that was a fun experience, but not again, not again. Nope. Why is it my my buttons are a little bit messed up here right now, so I'm just gonna swing back around here. I'm wasting all my fertilizer figuring out how to get this working. There it is. Yeah, I think we'll just finish this one, and then we'll jump over, we'll get a grain cart and a combine, and we'll see what harvesting contracts we can do. Kedrick of the corn. I'm down to 6% fertilizer left, though, so I'm nervous that I'm not going to be able to finish this contract. Pixel farming. Baling hay for cows on UMRV. Nice. Hey, it's Tad. How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. This is one of the best looking maps. I agree. I've really enjoyed this map so far. It is a shame that it had to come down. Yeah, there's no way I finish this field, right? I'm at 56% of the field done and 4% of our liquid fertilizer. We may have to call up to the co-op and see if they can deliver a pallet out here for me. That's the way we're going to do it. I love that white Field Boss mod, Old Man Jeb. That is a cool tractor for sure. I've been using that on Edgewater for a while. That was man, Julian did that one, I think. That's a cool mod. All right, we're gonna come right out here. Hang on. Alt shift. Oh, we do have it installed. Look at that. We've got the best co-op in the world. They'll just drive stuff out to you no matter where you're at. Like that. It cost me $82 to have him drive out here, though. Well, that was a pretty penny. I'm gonna have to fold this thing up to get between the trees. Oh no, we've got a stray tree in the field. Dun dun dun. Yeah, so fast though. Talk about service. That's at Amazon Prime next day delivery or same day delivery they do now. Julian F modding. That was what I was looking for. Man, my brain doesn't work so well these days. All right, let's see here. Gonna go back this way. We've got a breakaway arm here. I'm hoping. There we go. All right. Now, I think we'll have enough to finish. Dun, 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 dun. Do I have any thoughts on the next big expansion with carrots and whatnot? So I'll say I'm excited they're officially adding a new crop and ideally the equipment to go along with harvesting that new crop. I'm not overly excited about root crops, but it is another vegetable, and the more of that we can add to the base game, I feel like the more that the modders are going to be able to do with that. Alongside that, though, I mean, it's a Polish map, I think. Not overly excited about that. I've spent a lot of time in Eastern Europe. Interesting place to go through. I don't think that the style of farming is going to match up with the style of farming that I'm personally interested in. It's going to be a lot more small to medium-sized equipment. So that part doesn't excite me, but I'm always excited when they bring new base game features like crops to the game, because it adds more things that modders can take and do awesome things with. So that's kind of my view on the new expansion. You'll notice I haven't done any videos on the horse expansion that they just released. There was something else that I got early access to, and I'll be honest, I didn't even install it yet, partially because I've been gone, and partially because it's just not the kind of stuff that really excites me. So, you know, that's unfortunately where I am right now. You know, I'm not trying to be a bad partner. I'm not saying anything bad about Giants in general. They've got a much larger audience than, you know, just focusing on the North American style farming. So it just doesn't interest me personally. So I won't be, I probably won't be playing with a lot of that stuff. But we'll see. We'll see. Will the carrots be as bad to harvest as potatoes and sugar beets? Most likely. Yeah, root crop harvesters, the automated ones, are usually pretty small, pretty narrow. But it is interesting to have a little bit different style machinery, for sure. Now, on the potato side, there's some mods that somebody put out, I forget now, that brought some of the bigger potato harvesting equipment that you see in North America to the game. I did a live stream on that a while back, and that was some pretty interesting stuff. The mods had, you know, a little bit of quirkiness to them, but it was a lot of fun. Farmer Tech and just installed Horsepack, haven't even got to look at it yet. Yeah. Caden, what's my favorite mod? That's a tough one. I would say probably, though, the 8RX, just because I have always enjoyed that tractor. I just love the way it looks. And so I love tracked things, and I love the styling, how the tractor actually looks, how the tracks work and stuff. So probably my favorite. Specifically hooked up to like a big planter of some kind. But yeah, Old Man Jeb definitely wants some more US stuff. That would be cool. I don't think we're going to see anything major coming out in the, in this year's pack, because the big pack at the end of the year is the last one, right? Favorite mod, F12. Nice. I mean, I do obviously enjoy the developer tools mod, Easy Dev Tools, whatever it's called. But I'll say most of what that mod does, I can technically do with console commands, so I'm like, yeah, it's cool, but it's a quality of life thing. Everything that it does is possible to be done just about with a console command. Luke, we need crops like rice and milo. Rice would be awesome. I would love to see them do rice with being able to flood the fields. There was that map that I played that was based in where was it, Alabama or somewhere, Louisiana. There was a Louisiana based map that they added the flooding to the rice fields. It didn't actually do anything from a game mechanic perspective, but you could flood the field, and I thought that was awesome. They could do a whole DLC for US equipment. Well, they did have the Vermeer pack. That was pretty cool. I didn't end up using a lot of it, but the Vermeer pack was pretty cool. I don't like grass work generally, so that was kind of like a, oh, yay. You brought US equipment, but not the kind that I like. I'm just a complainer. Will I ever do the Westby, Wisconsin map again? Maybe? I'm trying to remember. I get my version. I've been playing Farm Sim for so long that I don't even remember. Did Westby come out for FS22? When is the American Farming game coming out, Caleb? American Farming is coming out soon. Soon. TM. I've got this weird icon in the chat. It's like this little heart, and it keeps floating around. I don't know what it does. I'm going to click on it. Hang on, folks. I'm going to Alt-Tab for a second. What does this thing do? Oh, hey, I can do little emotes. Oh, that's cool. That's new. The Vermeer and Kubota packs were awesome. Yeah, the Kubota pack was pretty cool, too. I agree. All right, where am I at? 92%. Man, I'm tired of driving through this cornfield. It's big, and I can't see my equipment. That's the whole point of playing Farm Sim, is to see my cool equipment. We're getting all kinds of, what was that, 100%? Man, YouTube keeps adding new things. It always keeps me going. But yeah, Westby came out for FS22. I might have played it like really early on then. I'll have to check it out. I don't know. I don't tend to go back to maps, but given that there haven't been a lot of maps out lately, I might go back and check it out. Have just half of it on UMRV. I've been playing UMRV forever by my standards. I'm into the 40s for episodes now. I think I've recorded episode 42 like a couple days ago. That's gonna release probably tomorrow. I'm not sure. Soon. And yeah, it gets confusing for me because it's like I've been playing this map for months. You guys should add auction events for American farming where it'll pop up on your screen and you can drive to an auction to bid on tractors. That would be cool. I can say that's not going to be in for launch though. The oil production base game buildings have corn, soy, olives. It'd also be cool to add cottonseed. Yeah, that would be cool. UMRV has a ton of like options for doing production. I haven't touched any of that. I've just been having a fun time running a dairy farm. I might have to play around with some of the production stuff, though, before I completely move on from that map. Or maybe I'll just do a separate series where I focus on productions for once, because usually I'm playing more, you know, just standard farming, I'll say, stuff. But, you know, as much as that's my focus, it would be fun to check out some of these other things. You know, we did the logging series for a little while there. That was fun. I'll use air quotes, fun, while it lasted. That was mostly fun just because that was getting a chance to record with Living in SK, which was awesome. But yeah, well, I need to play around with a few more things. For as long as Farm Sim 22's been out, it's kind of a shame that I haven't touched on a few of the features. They should officially add def. Yeah, it was sort of in the game at one point, I thought. But not fully implemented for sure. Is there multiplayer? Is that not announced yet? I can't remember if we've said it officially, so Grant can yell at me later if I'm spilling the beans. But no, I don't think there's any plans to have multiplayer at launch. I suggest updating the XML. Everything custom requires water. Not a big fan of having to deliver water. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how to get out of this field the right way. I think it's this way. I'm going to drive this back up to the shop so that we can pick up a grain cart of some kind. And maybe I'll get gravity wagons. I think I've got a gravity wagon installed. And then we'll do a harvesting contract here next. Man, you guys got to help me remember to drink water too. We're an hour into the stream and I forgot to drink water. I haven't been streaming for so long that my voice can take it, but oh, I do this too many more times and I'll have no voice tomorrow to be able to talk. And yes, I realize that was a crash counter. I'm out of hands. Don't drink and drive, folks. Burp. All right. Simulation Station. How you doing, man? Glad to be back at it. What is that? Is that a texture for sugarcane? That is. That's cool. I guess I've not really played with that at all either. Maybe I need to do like an exotic farm sim map here at some point and play with some of these other crops for a change. Change of pace. Mix it up. We're going down, right, left. Is there any real legit FS22 roleplay servers? My bad. I would say FSN is, you know, the one that comes to mind. I haven't played over there for quite some time, but I'm pretty sure it's still active. Let's try that. And I say it's not so much that it's roleplay, but it forces you to play realistically. So it's kind of a roleplay-ish. All right. Did we get... Yeah, crash counter 3. Need an on-screen water sip reminder. I do. I need one that just kind of pops up on screen and like does an audio cue for me so I can hear it. Kind of like I do when you know, people donate or become channel members. I've got like kind of a little audio honk. I need something like that for reminding me to drink water that I need to set up. All right, let's see. I've got a contract to turn in real quick, if I can do that without running into anything. I think I'm going to cancel that contract. Yep. Collect. And then I'm going to... Oh, why did I cancel it? I was actually going down there to do it. Oh, no. I'm so confused. Where's the store? We're going to get a harvesting contract. Flax, 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 and flax. Okay, well that makes it easy. Let's see if I've got the mods to do this. Trailers. Gravity wagons. I've got Parker gravity wagons and Kilbros. Oh, all right. We're gonna have to embrace our Grant Hilbert and get a Brent gravity wagon here. I don't think he's got fenders on his. Or a tarp. He might have a tarp. We'll skip the tarp. We're cheap. Alright, I'm gonna lease 2 of these. We've got the 8410 here. I know he's got a slightly different model, but that's okay. It's close enough. All the way down the road to the right. All right. Here we go. I think they just got delivered to that field you were in. Oh, good point. Oh, I can do that with everything, though. Okay. Hang on, then. Pull over. Let's look at the contract list and just pick our field, and we'll have them deliver our combine for us. That's the order of the day. Well, let's do a big one then. What is field 42? That's a big field. Let's do this contract. Accept. Field 42 was somewhere in here. Oh yeah, nice cool looking field. Okay. We're gonna go down there. I'll set up a shot point and I'll reset them down there for me. We got this. Appreciate it. I would have gotten all the way down to the store and then been like, where's my carts? Caden, have a good one. How do you change the order of your menu icons? I don't think you can. I've got a mods that add new menu icons, but I don't think I can change the order of them. Was it hard to set up the wheel on PC? It was not. It's pretty much plug and play. And then there's just one setting in Farm Sim that I adjust to reduce the dead zone on the steering wheel so that it's more sensitive to steering when you're in the middle. But it's like a single setting you go in and you hit, and that's it. They're just USB, so you plug the power in, you plug the USB in, and away you go. I've got a link in the description of the live stream that'll go to, it's an Amazon link that'll point you to a lot of the equipment that I'm using in my PC, although some of it's out of date now because I just got a new PC, but the steering wheel and stuff that I use is listed in there. We're gonna stop at whatever giant business this is and ask them to keep an eye on our sprayer for us. There you go. Good day, sir. Don't mind me. We're just gonna park this here for a few hours. Thank you. Whoa. Hey, you okay? There you go. All right, over here to the field. I think it's this field right up here on my right that's covered in weeds. It's fine now. It's fine. Nothing to see here. All right. We'll park it right there. And I'm going to come over here. And... nope. I think I have to do it from this menu. Reset. There we go. And we got a couple more gears I can use here. Perfect. I've got manual attach turned on apparently. It's gonna make oh, there's a fence. No, fence is the bane of my existence. It's gonna make hooking these up a little bit more difficult. Oh, that was definitely me crashing into a fence. Okay, let's use the steering wheel again here. Wheels go that way. Wheels go too much that way. All right, let's see. This is gonna be like American Truck Simulator all over again, where I spend 3 hours trying to back a trailer up. I'm gonna break the axle on this thing before I get it lined up. That fence wasn't there. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Can I pick up the tongue? Oh, I can. Look at that. Do. Oh, not that one. Did it. First try. Look at that. All right. I'm just trying to find a good place to get this out of the way so I can spawn a leased combine now. There we go. That's nice and out of the way, folks. First try. Is Edgewater Sask Courseplay friendly? It's Courseplay medium. I didn't have too many issues. Some of the fields I had to kind of balance out the corners a little bit to get it to work, but for the most part it worked all right. Not this. I don't remember what I'm using on UMRV. I think we're gonna get the 670. Do I have an old version? Yeah, let's get the 2012. And of course, we've got to get the factory folds. Chunky tires? I was hoping for duals. Maybe we'll just get chunky tires. That looks all right. North American. We might need a rear hitch. I don't know. Get the slightly longer pipe. I don't know what half of these things are. GPS definitely. Lease. Looks good. I need a header then for that. What do I got in the header department? I got lots of honeybees. Oh, I've got some John Deere headers. I want to say this might be appropriate. How big is a 40? Yeah, this should work. There's a... I don't think I could get away with a 45. We'll do the 640. I'm not going to get an air bar. All right, that'll work. That'll work. 9860 on UMRV. Yeah, there you go. Formal or case. Yeah, unfortunately I don't have any of those mods on here right now. This is my my Edgewater Sask mod list that I tossed in this folder because I figured that would be the most appropriate from a size perspective. Guess I have to do a slightly better job of lining up with manual attach here. Oh, I don't need manual attach to hook it up. Nice. There we go. All right. Let's see if I can figure out how to use a combine now. Eat those bushes. Well, this field is bigger than I thought it was. Nice. Oh, and this is flax too. I should be using a swather. Oh well, I forgot about the swather. Caleb, how long have I been playing a farm sim? I've been playing 6 years, 7 years now. But yeah, I'm just now realizing that Lancyboi added flax, and I realized flax is on here because that's the new crop from the the Edgewater series that I'm playing on from Edgewater, Saskatchewan. That was the new crop that they added, and normally I would use a swather on the flax, not a giant combine, I think. Well, yeah, you can't swap contracts anyway, so that's right, I did run into that problem. That's all right. Oh man, I like this field though. It's a giant hill over here and some nice curves. This is gonna be fun. Curious to see if this thing goes up the hill just fine or not. We've not put this particular combine through its paces, I don't think. I've got a lot of different mods that I put on my mod folders for different series, and then I never get around to using them because I forget about it. I need to do a better job of mixing in some more variety of mods in the game here, I think. Also, let me know if the game volume versus the talking volume seems off to anybody. I know we're like an hour and a half into the stream. It's kind of late to ask about that, but I have noticed some audio issues in my most recent recording, so I'm trying to get things balanced a little bit. The combine is a little loud. Yeah, let me, I'm gonna come in here. I'm gonna drop it down a notch. Where's game volume? No. Am I blind? Oh wait, there it is. I'm gonna do that by a tick and that by a tick. Let's see what that does for us. You can also zoom out just a smidge. How's that doing? Still loud or better? Much better. Good deal. Titan Farms, my PC specs. I can't remember if I updated my Amazon link to have my latest and greatest build in there. If SK was in the chat, he would be making a joke right now. But I have an NVIDIA 4090 RTX video card, and that has been kind of the cornerstone of my ability to run in 4K and play the game with all the settings maxed out, including going into the XML file and massively extending my draw distance. If you'll notice, you can look way, where's my hands, way out here in the distance and see that there's still crops being rendered, because I go in and crank the settings way past what you can do in game for that, because it always bothers me when you can see like that ring of crops around you and then it gets really bad looking just past that view. So the magic is getting a 4090. So we have many discussions, and every time somebody starts talking about performance issues with Farm Sim, I'm like, well, you could just get a 4090. I mean, they're only, at the time, I was buying it right after it released because my other video card had died, and I didn't want to buy a lesser card if I was going to buy something new. And they were like $2 grand, I think. It was ridiculous. I managed to get one for retail from Micro Center that was right down the road from me, but people were paying $2,500 even for video cards. It's crazy. But I game in 4K, but I am streaming in 1440, but all my videos are 4K content that I upload to YouTube just because I can. I've got a, I don't know, whatever the top Intel card was earlier this year, because I built up PC at the beginning of the year. So, but I do a lot with my PC outside of gaming, which justifies it. Software development is surprisingly heavy on computer requirements. So I'm often running out of memory, even though I have 64 gigs of RAM in my PC now. I think I'm at 64. I might be higher than that now. All right, I gotta go check. This is gonna bother me if I give you guys incorrect information. We're alt-tabbed for 1 second. Lost the mouse. I have to look all the way over to the monitor at my other part of my desk. Yeah, 64 gigs of RAM. Here, I can switch this actually for a moment. Gameplay, desktop. There you go. So, yeah, you can see I've got a Intel i9 13900K. I don't know what that means. I used to pay more attention to this stuff, but I've got a crap ton of processors. I got 64 gigs of RAM, a whole bunch of SSD drives. It works. But I do run out of memory quite often when we're doing video game development stuff. It's surprising how much RAM software development tools need. All right, back into the game, get ourselves straightened out. Yeah, Livin. Let's pause the stream here for a moment so I can flex. It's all a business expense too, because I don't use my PC for anything other than work, because the only games I play I make YouTube videos on, and everything else is working on game development. So that's the secret, I suppose, to making stupid expensive things slightly more affordable. How did we stream without 6 monitors? I know. Well, I used to have 4. No, well, I have 4. I used to have 4 big monitors set up on my desktop, but I switched to having like one that's tall up and down for reading chat. So when I'm streaming, it's got all the streaming chat there kind of on a longer monitor to make it easier to see. But when I'm working on stuff, I've got Discord up on that monitor, which is super handy. But like I said, you know, yeah, I have a stupid, awesome, high-end computer. But for people who are looking to get into streaming or even gaming, you don't really need that powerful of a computer. I just do it because I like buying cool hardware. Old Man Jab, I almost got a 4090, but they were sold out when I was building, and the RX 7900 had a lot more RAM. Yeah, I was this close to getting a AMD video card, but I'm so glad I didn't. I've been an NVIDIA guy for a long time now. And I'm an Intel NVIDIA guy. That's just, I like the hardware. It's always worked for me. And Alan, yeah, I run Windows 11. For better or worse. I've gotten used to it, I'll say. Wasn't a fan when I started, but it works. Yeah, Clock, you get your own whole, like, section of one monitor. Alex, how you doing? Good to see you, man. FS22 does run better on NVIDIA. It is somewhat optimized. Actually, I think I have DLSS turned on for Farm Sim, because even though it's more optimized than it used to be, Farm Sim is the only game that I play that will actually bog down my computer. Yeah, this field is huge. I don't think I'm gonna make it all the way around before I run out of space in the combine here. We'll see. But yeah, the DLSS causes some problems, especially on Farm Sim. I haven't tried Microsoft Flight Sim. Yeah, I need to. Well, I don't need to give that game a shot, because once I do, it's going to distract me, and I have enough distractions in life right now. I do have the VR in here as well. I guess, you know, as long as we're flexing. I haven't tried that too much on the new computer. My old computer would lag out pretty bad when I tried to do anything higher res with the VR. So I'm kind of curious to hook it up to this thing and see how it works. I do. The other thing I need to do is do some more American Truck Simulator. So I might try and start doing a stream of that every, like once every couple of weeks here. Just because I had a lot of fun with that game. And I do have a whole nother YouTube channel that I was posting on before I went on the summer vacation called Kedrick Builds, where I'm playing more building strategy survival type games. I was playing Icarus, I played Planet Crafter, I played Above Snakes was some game I was playing right before I went on vacation. I haven't gotten back to that yet. I want to get back to posting regularly over here. But I do like to keep the content kind of focused on farming here, but I feel like American Truck Simulator is a close vertical where mixing a few of those videos in probably won't be too disinteresting to most people. So you may see some streams of that at some point soon. We did a couple streams, I think, right before I left as well. I think we did one multiplayer stream with the staff team that was brutal. But the Tobii eye tracker I've got set up now, that would actually be really cool with ATS for streaming. Because nobody wants to see me sitting around with a VR headset on. I get motion sickness actually trying to drive in that game. I did get it working for ATS at one point, but the Tobii would be cool for that. I'll have to give that a shot. Have the developers added Texas and the Midwest to ATS game yet? I can't remember. I know Texas is coming out if it's not out already. I know that was one that was being talked about not too long ago. And Farmer Tech, yeah, I want to get back to doing more multiplayer streams. I was trying to do at least one multiplayer stream every week before vacation here. This week is more just me getting my feet wet and figuring stuff out again. And then once I get back on schedule here, hopefully next week, we'll start scheduling multiplayer streams again. I've got to go figure out where the multiplayer servers stand. They're kind of a mess at the moment, I think. Oh yeah, Oklahoma's coming out August 1st, like right around the corner. There you go. I would love to see Giants and SCS Software team up and do something. I feel like they've got very different views on how they do software development, and I would love to see Giants learn a little bit from American Truck Simulator on taking a solid base game and just continuing to evolve it over long periods of time. I would much prefer to see something like that. I love what ATS has done since it launched, and the fact that it's the same game. I don't even play it that much, and I've bought almost all of their DLC because, I just want to support the company, and it's a cool game. Ta-ta-ta. ATS Texas, where you drive in a straight line for 12 hours and still haven't got out of the state yet? Maybe. That's, they've got Montana in there, right? I remember we took a road trip from Minnesota to Washington State one year for a family reunion, and we got to Montana, and it was just like, drive straight on this flat road and see nothing for hours and hours and hours. No wonder they removed the speed limit. They removed the speed limit from the interstate in Montana, right? Or raised it to something much higher. I don't remember, but yeah. We were actually in Tennessee this spring for a bit. We went down to Nashville, and then we went to Memphis, so I know what you're talking about there, Alan. %. I'm not going to make it all the way around the bottom here, I don't think. We're kind of crowding to the left, taking a little bit less just to get a little bit further here so I don't have to drive the grain cart so far back here. Montana sucks to drive in. Yeah. Speed limit's 80. Yeah, okay, it's 80. It's higher. Michigan raised the speed limit on a bunch of our interstates that are in the more rural areas to 75, which has been nice. But this field is huge, and we're about to hit that magical 100% number. I don't want to drive over a ton of crops. Put this out here. There it is. All right. Let's see if this thing can handle 2 grain carts. Should be able to. Grain carts, gravity wagons, I suppose. Want to be technically correct. Woo woo. Swamp Fox, how you doing, man? You're north of Grand Rapids on I-131. 75 is really 95. Yeah, there you go. The sign postings in Michigan are more suggestions anyway. The UP's beautiful. I haven't been up there in a little while, though. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is circle around, maybe? Get lined up better. Hey, stop eating my crops. Oh! That one's dinner. Stop. All right. Did I see MRG's new map, Stitzer? I have seen that. I actually get to see MRG on a regular basis because he's working on the American farming team. So I have seen his new map. It's looking pretty snazzy. I can't wait to work on it. Mr. Stegman, how you doing? This map released yesterday and then got pulled off the mod hub this morning. So kind of out now, but not coming back out. I don't know. There's a bunch of there's been a bunch of drama about it on Facebook today. I'm trying to bring a more positive outlook on that. I'm hoping at some point the map will come back out, but as it stands right now, American Farms has been taken off of the mod hub, and as far as I'm aware, there's no intent for it to come back out. Lancyboi has actually suspended his Facebook page and everything, so lots of unfortunateness going on, but we've been playing on the map tonight. It looks great. It's an awesome map, so I hope at some point it manages to come back out, but that is what it is. Billet, can and will American Farmer lead to a PC game in the future? I don't know. At this point, we're focused on releasing the mobile game, which should be soon. We're in beta testing now, so there's actually people outside of the squad built team that have started playing the game over the last few weeks. So we're getting closer and closer to release. But as far as a PC game in the future, that would be TBD. And yeah, Bullet Bill is back. I heard that. I've been, again, kind of busy this summer, haven't followed all the news, but that's exciting to hear for sure. Will players be able to do contracts on American Farming like on FS22? No, at this point we do not have contracts in the game, I don't believe. Yeah, Nick, this is a really cool map. I'm pretty excited for it. Really hoping to see it get re-released at some point, but time will tell. It's got a handful of known issues, but I don't know. I've been playing Farm Sim for so long. The kinds of issues that I'm aware of that got reported on Lancy's Discord server were the kind of things that are pretty straightforward to fix, so it's a solid looking map. It's beautiful. The scenery is nice. It's different from a lot of the other maps that I've been playing. There's a few other maps that I never got around to really giving a fair shot to as well, like that Richlands, Ohio map I haven't gotten a chance to play on really, so I guess I've got a few maps in the backlog that I might need to figure out. I think we'll do a second pass around the field here. Keep soaking in the sights. I think your favorite map in 19 was Almosta Farms. I never got a chance to play that one. Yeah, it's funny is for as much time as I spend playing Farm Sim, I've not done as many maps as a lot of people do. I think once I get into doing a series on YouTube, I like to stick it out for at least a year, usually at least 2 years. And by the time I do that, I've put a lot of episodes in, and I don't get a chance to try as many maps as I might like to. That's why on live streams, a lot of times I try to hit new maps and do things that are more one-off. Get out here and just do some farming. Sometimes this turns into a series, and sometimes it just ends up being a couple of streams. Been on a handful of maps in 22, and how long has it been out? Yeah. It's funny, is we were talking earlier in the stream, right? And somebody was asking if I was going to go back to Westby, and I'm like, Westby? Like, that was an FS19 map. Did I play that in FS22? Oh, yeah, I did. That was a while ago. That was a good map, actually, though. If I was going to go back and do a map, that might be one of them. I think for me, that map, it's funny that I didn't remember it until now, but that map was special because I got to do a lot of early testing with the guys that were working on that. So I always like when I'm kind of contributing in some ways to a map and, you know, helping people figure out issues and things like that. That was a lot of fun. Am I going to bail this? I don't know. I usually stream till about 11. We'll see. This is a big field. I don't know if I'm going to get this field finished. Wish this map wasn't taken down. Yeah, a lot of people are really excited about it. I think it's a standard case of, in software development or social media in general, people on the extreme ends are always the loudest, right? So the people who are really excited or the people who really don't like something are always the loudest voices. Unfortunately, the people in the middle who are excited but not excited enough to jump up and down about stuff aren't always heard. But I think a lot of people were excited for this map. So hopefully we'll see it again at some point. King Randy, we've got an S670 here that we're using with a 640 header on it. No Creek Farm is good too. Yeah, I saw No Creek Farm just got re-released or is getting some updates. I don't remember. I saw a post about it recently though. That's cool. Yeah, biochemist. Same in politics and culture wars. Same in a lot of things. One of the things I did in a past life now, it seems like, was work at a company. We did survey software for automotive manufacturing. And so we were the company that sent you out that survey after you take your car in to get an oil change, or you buy a new car and you get those surveys. So I actually spent years working with understanding survey theory and how people respond to things, you know, and it's much like, you know, unsolicited responses, you know, on Facebook and stuff follow kind of the same patterns of when you look at how people respond positively and negatively. So, good times. I'm calling about your auto insurance policy. Yeah. I also, the other thing I learned in that job, which is fascinating, is how spam filtering works at the ISP level, because we would get labeled for spam all the time. And so, you know how when you're in Gmail and you get these annoying emails that you don't want to see anymore and you hit that spam button? Yeah, it works. It really does. Enough people hit that button and your emails go into a black hole and never get to anybody. So we spent a lot of time working on that kind of stuff because for us, we were actually allowed to send those emails, believe it or not. One of the pieces of paper that you sign when you buy a new car is allowing the automotive manufacturer to reach out to you for feedback later. So good times. There's a whole lot of process behind both getting black holed and getting unblack holed by the big email providers. It's a lot of fun. Oh, I can imagine biochemist. Yep, very opinionated topics there. We're already at 60% full on this thing. You know what we haven't done for a bit is go in cab. This is where I wish I had the eye tracker hooked up. I realize I'm leaving a big empty space over there, but I'm about to turn and it doesn't really matter. Stop! This is quite the steep hill. This is one of those situations where I realize the windows are tinted in real life. I just don't like it when they're tinted in my mods. It always makes things seem so dark when I'm driving. Do I have a grain cart? I do not have a grain cart. I have 2 gravity wagons parked on the bottom of the field here, the south side of the field, so hopefully we make it around there. Luckily this flax is not overly voluminous. Can't find the XML file for setting the draw dust distance. Oh, you know what? We can actually show that off. Pause. This one is, everybody might be interested in this. So we were talking about graphics settings earlier. And if we open up, oh, this is super small. If we open up the game, is it this one? Yeah. So in your documents, My Games, Farming Simulator 22 game.xml. If we, can I zoom this window in? Control? Nope. Nothing's going to let me zoom this in. Is it shift? Sorry, I can't zoom this in. This is the pain of having a 4K monitor. In the scalability section here, you'll notice that my terrain LOD distance coefficient, and I think it's this LOD and view distance coefficients, I've raised them all up to 5x. In game, you can only go to 2. Oh my goodness, I'm talking and talking and talking. Okay. 1 second. I've broken everything. Boom. Ha ha ha. Okay, you still can't see it because it's super tiny. Game.xml, though, is the file you're looking for in your FarmSim22 directory. And there's a few files. You know what's going to be easier, folks? If I do this. Snipping tool is your friend. I'm going to snip this, and I'm going to put it on my Discord server. And then everybody can take a look at this in their leisure. Copy that to the Discord window. Help. I'll put it in help and sharing for you guys. Boom. And as a reminder, if you're not on my Discord server, we do have a Discord server. We're at, geez, almost over 4,000 people now on Discord. That's crazy. But we do have a Discord, and well, that's the place to go for getting some help on different things, kind of like this. Now I need to turn that back off. There you go. So hopefully that helps you out. But yeah, there's 3 settings in there. Look for the LOD ones. The ones that I've set to 5.0 are the ones that'll really help you draw that terrain distance out really far. I would suggest not starting at 5.0, but step that up in like half-point increments until you find the right spot. If you go too high and your graphics card can't handle it, the game will just freeze and crash out. So I had that happen. But yeah, that'll help you out. I was going to do a video on all my graphics settings at some point, just because I get asked that question a lot about how I make it so that I can see crops so far away. But I didn't want SK to make fun of me, because the real answer is buy a 4090. So this was on my other graphics card. I used to run on like a 2080, and on FS19, you couldn't get it to go that high. It wasn't until FS22 came out that I could really get it to go higher than 4.0. We need a channel emote for both YouTube and Discord that's like the like an NVIDIA RTX 4090 logo, so I can just hit the logo every time instead of getting trolled. Side Hustle, good night. Have a good one. Appreciate you coming and hanging out. Alex, the field is getting full. There's my 80% full buzzer. We're, I don't know, almost done with 2 passes. And let's back it up. Ooh, wrong way. I'm hoping at least to get to the back side of the field again, where we got the gravity wagons before we get full here. Yeah, you Canadians need to fix your currency problems. Well, your currency problems need to fix your economy problems. Not that the rest of us don't have problems too. But yeah, we were up there in Toronto recently, like I said, on our way to the UK, and man, is stuff expensive. So expensive up there. And then got to the UK, it was actually worse, surprisingly. So definitely count myself lucky to be in the Midwest of America, where cost of living is still somewhat reasonable. Should hit them up for all this product placement / advertisement. There you go. I probably should do a better job of trying to get like brand deals and stuff, but you know, I'm more of a, oh, somebody reached out to me, of course I'll do something. Like Toby, you know, the company reached out about doing a sponsored video for Toby, and they're like, and we'll give you a free, you know, eye tracker if you do a review on it. I'm like, I would have bought one. I was getting ready to buy one. If you guys had waited another month, you would have got a sale. So of course I'll do a video on it if you're gonna give me a free one. I have wanted to check this product out for a long time. What is the mod of the 8410? Now that would be released by Skywalker Farms, also known as Dairy Deer, in my very own Discord server. So if you look for Skywalker Farms' itch.io page, you'll find that tractor. He's got a 2-wheel drive as well as the front wheel assist version. In 1976, the corn in some spots was taller than your Gleaner F2. Yeah, there's some tall corn on this map too. Hey, it's Ryan. How you doing, man? Income tax, then tax be everything you pay. Basically half of what you make is gone. Yeah, I mean, it's not that the US is that much better. Taxes are pretty high here as well. especially if you're self-employed or a small business. Oh, it's terrible. Oh, I left the engine running. That's unfortunate. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, no. Okay. Well, it was a little bad. That's okay. Oh, my button doesn't work anymore. I have a no crops were harmed button and it doesn't do anything. That's very unfortunate. We gotta figure out what's wrong with the Stream Deck. Hang on, I think I can Alt-Tab and turn that on. Yahaha. That's what I was trying to do. Oh, now we're driving over the crops because I can't Alt-Tab back in. There we go. Hey, it's Godly Devil. How you doing? You're gonna try 10x draw distance? 1080p, it should be okay, but in 4K, I found 5 to be the sweet spot before I started noticing big frame rate drops. M. Barth, good to see you as well. Yeah, I'm excited to be back. I was gone for a long while. Alan, this is a contract field, so crop destruction doesn't happen when you're doing contracts. I do play with crop destruction on by default, though. Oh, that's a mess. There we go. Swampland Willie, nice name. How you doing, dude? Looking at my YouTube window over here, I'm having a hard time seeing everything. You cap your frames too, so curious how this is going to go. Yeah, I cap all mine at 60 FPS because that's my monitor is actually limited to 60, so figure might as well. Let me get out of the way here. Yeah, that's the one thing on my list at some point. I want to get a better gaming monitor, but for doing YouTube, most of the time I'm going to be capping my videos at 60 anyway, so I figure why bother being able to have frame rates higher than that. Most of the games I play aren't super high frame rate games anyway, and I'd rather see it how it's going to come out for the audience anyway. Godly, Giants didn't pull this map. Lancyboi did. So he made the decision to take the map down and has actually shut down his Facebook page and everything right now. So he's taken a step back from the community for at least the time being. Not sure if that's going to change at some point. Hopefully he'll change his mind and come back, and the map will release at some point. But the official line that I've heard is that you know, it's not coming out and he's done. But we'll see. I don't know. Can only speculate, which doesn't usually end well. So I'm just gonna let things be where they are, and I'm enjoying it for the evening at least, and hopefully we'll see it at some point in the future. I think I found the page, but can't find that tractor. Found a lot of other great mods though. Which tractor are you looking for, Randy? I forget. I'm distracted. Oh, the 8410. It's just a model out. At least I'm pretty sure. Let me double check. Maybe I'm lying to you. Medium tractors. 8410. Yeah, so it's going to say the 8000, 8010 series, but one of the versions is an 8410. All right, so let's see. Yeah, so Godly, I'm not going to, Well, like I said, I'm not going to speculate on reasonings and so on and so forth. So I think we're just going to try and keep a positive vibes on that and hope it comes back at some point. I wish they would come out with Lone Oak Farms. No, yeah, I think they've said that's not coming out for FS22. Did Dairy remove it? Oh, I don't remember, Happy. Oh, King Randy found it. Awesome. Yeah, 10X, I'm definitely getting some drop frames with the trees on the side of the map look great. Yeah, exactly. I didn't think I would make it, but it looks like you're still chugging along. I am, and we were just talking about your awesome 8410 that I'm using. Sending people over to your itch.io page to find it. Started watching from Edgewater as I'm from Sask. Am I going back soon? I hope so. I've been loving the Edgewater series. I just haven't gotten back over to it yet since I got back from vacation. I've got another UMRV episode in the hopper. I'll probably do one more UMRV episode when I record next, and I've got a tutorial video people have been asking me for a while that I promised I'd do this week. But next week I might try and see if I can get Edgewater back up and running as well. Dairy Deer, removed from your HIO page, but I plan on bringing it back when you get time. Everybody's busy this summer. There's another version of that tractor, a similar tractor floating around somewhere that's like the specific one that Grant Hilbert uses. I forget who did that version. Edgewater is a great map. I've loved that map. For a standard size map, it feels so much bigger. Kind of like this map. This map has some really good size fields. This feels like a big size map, even though it's standard size. I'm loving it. Did I post those settings in Discord? Yeah, I did post the settings in the Discord in the help and sharing channel. Wade Mitch made Grant's. Yeah, I think it's a... Doesn't Grant have an 8210 or something? I can't remember. King Randy, you don't know if the link sent... Oh, Old Man Jeb's got it. There you go. Okay. $81.10, yeah. You'd think I know. I actually got to, you know, go sit in it and stuff on his farm one time. Don't pay attention. All right. I think we're going to go back and forth this way. GPS button is there. Try and drive in a straight line. There we go. Wait, what? There it is. I got it. Yeah, he's got it tuned up, though. It's significantly more powerful than the stock setup, that's for sure. All right. Oh, this is working so much better. So yeah, I've definitely enjoyed playing on this map tonight, I have to say. I'm always skeptical. You know, my normal critiques when I look at a map is when I see a lot of hard square edges, but I have to say the fields felt really, really fun, pretty natural tonight. Glad we did a bunch of contracts and got to check out some different areas of the map. This has been a lot of fun. I am likely going to wrap up our stream here, though, for the night, I think. It's been a nice time getting back, but I don't want to overdo it. I do have to be up early to take the kid to day camp, and I've got a fun-filled day of fixing bugs for American farming tomorrow. So we want to make sure we keep trucking on that game and get that out and launched to the community sooner than later. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to have another farming game on the market. At least that's what we're hoping for. I'm looking for a button. I can't switch my view here on OBS. I was going to jump over here and say a wonderful good night to everybody on the stream. I really appreciate all of you coming in and hanging out tonight. It's been fun. We've had some lively chats, which I've definitely missed over the last month, and I'm looking forward to getting back into my normal streaming routine. So expect to see me back on Thursday night, and we will, I don't know, we'll figure out what we're doing on Thursday. I'll probably do one more single-player stream of some kind, and then next week we'll start back up with the multiplayer streams that we were cranking on before I went on vacation. So everyone, enjoy your evening, and we will see you again on Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. That's all for today. Keterk out.